Hey everyone, welcome back to another plan with me. This is Halen, also known as Med Student Planner, and today I will be planning out the week of February 15th through the 21st in my ERIN CONDREN vertical planner. I will be using the Saturday in the City kit from Shop Jessica Hearts, and I wish I would have waited to put this kit down because I'd had it all planned and ready to go, and then out of nowhere we got a huge snowstorm. Louisiana has never seen snow or temperatures like what we got this week, and so it was just a crazy time. And I wish I could have fully marked that with a kit, but I did not. I did not plan ahead for that, and it's just because we don't really get weather like that. So I still really love this kit, and I am just going to tie in a lot of winter emojis and just anything I can to pull in the memories of this week. So Sunday night on the 14th is when the snow started coming in, and then whenever we woke up Monday, I had never seen the amount of snow like that before. So the so much snow is true. It was crazy and just so much fun that first day. We just had a lazy day. School was canceled and ended up being canceled the entire week, but I printed out some pictures that we had taken this day, and I'm just going to be tying in some of these throughout the week. And I put in this first one of me, Jeffrey, and our little bunny, Benji. I don't know if a picture of him has been shown on my channel yet, but he is our little pet rabbit, and he is precious. So I just put in a few things about the snow day. Really not a lot went on, and so I'm going to add in this quarter box to mark what we watched for TV this night, and this night we were catching up on Hell's Kitchen. And then for dinner, we had some taco soup because that is one of my favorite things during the winter, and it was perfect for this snow day that led into a snow week. So on Tuesday, school was still canceled, and on this day, we woke up without electricity, and that was a problem whenever it was also 3 degrees outside. And so I have this little quarter box to mark that, and pretty much immediately after we woke up, we realized it was not going to be coming back at any point, and we were going to have to look at other options. So luckily, both of our families live in the same town as us, and so we went out to our parents' house. My parents have a generator, and they actually live on a farm with a water well and everything, so we knew that'd probably be the best option for us. So we packed up Benji and all of our stuff, and we initially thought it was only going to be for a night or two. It ended up being all the way until Sunday, but we will get to that later. But I'm going in with this Play Outside script from Scribble Prints Co. because once we got out to my parents' house, we decided to make the most of the situation, and we made a little snow bunny, and it turned out so cute. I was just cracking up the entire day looking outside at it, and I love that we were able to do that. My mom is down for any adventure, and this was a fun one to do with her. The little emoji, I've put in several now. Those are all from Coffee Monsters Co. I love her winter stickers, and I normally don't get to use these snow ones, so that was fun to be able to put in. And I just put underneath the pictures that we made a snow bunny. So now I'm putting in a half box to mark our movie night. There's not really a lot to do whenever you're stuck inside. So we watched actually 3 movies, but I only put in 2 of them. We watched a random Hallmark movie that my grandma had picked out, and then we watched 2 on Netflix, and then I put in a picture of a root beer float that I had made. I haven't had one of those probably since I was a kid, and it was very fun to be able to do with my parents because it's who introduced me to them. For Wednesday, there was a few things we needed to get done. Jeffrey and I were just not anticipating it being like this, and so we needed to go to the grocery store, and luckily my dad had a car or a truck that would be able to handle the snow, and so we went out to the grocery store even though there was barely anything left at this point. Then I had a few things to get done with school. I just had a little bit of space I needed to take up, so I threw in another picture to mark our 3rd day of snow, and then we spent the afternoon watching TV. My grandparents picked out Family Feud, and then we did some Wii games, and then I have this picture of Benji in the snow because the first time it snowed, I think it was like in January, like we just got a little bit of snow. He was not a fan and like refused to touch it or anything. And then this time he was all about the snow, and it was so fun to watch. And we ended the night by just hanging out by the fire, and I was reading a book. For Thursday, I was initially going to put in this quarter box or this little thing, and then I decided to add in this, I guess it's about the size of a quarter box. It just has like a little flag on the side of it. And so Thursday is whenever we decided to go sledding, and it ended up being so much fun. And so I just have in here, spent the morning sledding, and then I'm going to add in a couple pictures, and we just had so much fun. I haven't really gotten to do anything like that, and it was fun to be able to do in our backyard, you know? So I just put in those couple pictures, and then I have a flag to mark that we just had so much fun. And one of the pictures up there, you can kind of tell, but we had to use pool floats to sled on because we don't actually have sleds or anything, and we were not prepared for this. So they worked fine. We ended up popping all of them by the end of the day, but it was so much fun. And then we went over to Jeffrey's parents' house this night, and we just played a lot of games with them. Some of our favorites like Ticket to Ride, and then I haven't played Spades since I was a little kid. And then they introduced us to a new game called Rook. So now I'm going back and finishing, and I'm not sure what happened with the lighting. My camera had cut off, and then whenever I restarted it, it just never, I don't know, it just didn't look the same, and I'm not really sure how to fix that, but I apologize for it getting a little bit darker here. I am trying to still work on the lighting and everything, and usually I've been fine with it, but this is not my favorite. So I put in that I had finished A Court of Mist and Fury, but that was actually supposed to be A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I'm not sure how to go back and change that now. I may just take off that little thing, but I got confused with my little acronyms and everything, and that's the wrong book, actually. Then I put in just one more picture of Jeffrey and I put in a Lazy Day script from Scribble Prints Co., and that is it for Thursday. For Friday, we started the day by sleeping in. I have this script from Virgo and paper, and then we had some laundry to do, and I have just a little laundry basket icon from the kit that I pulled in, and then I'm pulling in this pumpkin paper coat girl that's reading to Mark that I started reading A Court of, this one's Frost and Starlight, I believe. This one is a newer one that I've only read once before, so not as familiar, but I think that's it. And then we didn't run out of food at this point, but we started having some restaurants open back up around town, and so we decided to go out for dinner this night since the snow was pretty much gone, or at least the roads were more drivable at this point. And then I have a family time script which I really could have put all throughout this week because we were with our parents the entire week, but it really worked here since we were at dinner with them. And then I spent the rest of the night just reading my book. I am going to move that down because I realized that I had one more thing I wanted to put in, and so I'm just moving everything down. And then I'm going to put that I studied this day. I have not been getting a lot of good studying in, and so I need to mark when I do study so that I can keep myself accountable. So it was everything for Friday, and then Saturday was a pretty lazy day. So I have a little thing, and this was whenever we had a fun little breakfast. My mom made us blueberry waffles and bacon, and it was just really yummy. And then we needed to work on our thank you cards for wedding gifts, and so we were finally wrapping those up, and I had this little Winston that is holding a little envelope. I thought that was perfect to mark doing our thank you cards, and that ended up taking way longer than we thought, and then we just kind of sat around. So I had a couple more pictures, which were actually taken on Monday, but I thought they were cute, and I still wanted to include them in the spread so that they can all be together. We ended up watching The Office a lot this day. It was on Comedy Central, and we were out of internet at this point. The situation was really weird with that, and so it was just random episodes that they were playing on there. Then I have this picture of a pie that we made. We ended up making a homemade blueberry pie, just out of kind of boredom. Neither of us are really much of, we're not really into baking that much, but it ended up being really good, and I was impressed with our work. And a quart of Fire and Starlight is Frost and Starlight, I think, is it's the shortest one of the series, and so I finished it Saturday night, and that was super fun. So then I could just wait for the new one to make it to me. On Sunday, we were able to go back home, so I have a little checklist here just marking that we were packing up, and then whenever we got home, we had some tidying up to do. I was finally back with my computer and planner stuff, and so I wanted to edit a plan with me and get that ready to go for y'all. And I finally started listening to The Office Ladies again, so I have this little podcast Winston to mark listening to that. And then I started Firefly Lane this day, and I have been loving that show. I am almost done with it now, and I'm obsessed. It's been really good. And I watched Breaking Bad with Jeffrey while we were eating dinner, and we had a taco night this night. And then I also started The Duke and I while I was waiting for my new A Court of Thorn and Roses series book to come in, and so that was it was a fun day. So here's the finished spread. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.